I will explain you something very interesting and very important because, as I said previously, everyone is trying to bait Zap Titans currently. Let's go! So here is Zap Titans Masterclass. Zap Titans is pretty strong attack strategy. Now in Legend it's become a little bit hard because everyone is trying to bait or stopping it. But in esport and in War League or Clan War League, it's still very strong, and you can still play it in Legend. So I will give you all the advice and all what I know from this attack strategy, and then you will just have to train to manage it perfectly. Okay, so I did a little sketch. It's practically this, the range, maybe not perfectly, but around this. So let's start with this one, which is 2 tails on this side and 2 tails on this side. So this zap is pretty easy. You can place it in all the red area, as you can see. So if you zoom a little bit on the screen like this, when you are attacking, should not be a big problem. You can also put it a little bit around here, on the right or on the left. Like for example, if you have one building around here, it's good to know that you can place it exactly here and still take this building and this building. This zap, it's 3 tails in one side and 1 on this side. So this one is harder, but still not very complicated. But be careful because I suggest you to zoom because you can very quickly fail it. So yeah, it's practically all the tail of the center, just a bit less than all the tail, because if it was possible to zap from all the tail, it was also possible to zap 4 tails, and it's not possible. So that's why it's just a little bit less than the tail of the center. So first thing to know is when you earthquake one hut, the builder will go first of all into his hut. Like for example, if you are putting your earthquake around here, this hut and this hut will repair first their hut. They won't go to another defense. And for example, and this hut can go to the monolith, but they won't, because you will have earthquake this building, this building, this building, this building, and this one. So they will go to the closest. And as you can see here, they will go here or here. So no risk for the monolith. So every time, try to think about the best earthquake placement to take every hut, and when it's not possible, to take building around the huts closer than the monolith. Utilization of the pet. So for me, in Legend League, I prefer to use the owl into the Warden, because the owl and the Warden are doing good and they go very fast to clean the building. But sometimes when you are forced to do a Warden walk into air defense, the owl is die very quickly. So that's why in esport, for example, if you see that you have to put your Warden walk into air defense, it's better to use the poison lizard. But generally, if there is no air defense and no hero to Warden walk, you have to go with the owl. It's a lot better because she does a lot of damage. You can't imagine. But yeah, for me, the strongest pet with the Warden. And then for the king, you have 2 possibilities. So for me, the best is the Phoenix in Legend League, because usually the king will go to a compartment like Eagle compartment or multi-compartment, and there is often the Tesla. And with the Phoenix, he will be able to kill quickly the Tesla and finish the last building that you want. But some players like Mammoth and other ground spam player prefer to use the Frosty. So it's also strong because the king will be stronger. He will send some little I don't know how to explain this up, and it will froze the defenses very quickly, a little bit, like 2 or 3 seconds. And he does a little bit of damage, so yes, it can be good. Now I will explain you something very interesting and very important, because as I said previously, everyone is trying to bait Zap Titans currently. And on this kind of situation, you are pretty sure that you will go on this side. So all the traps will be around here, because in other side here, remind that there is a king. So normally no one will attack on this side. So he will full trap this side with some little bombs or with some Tesla or Scully traps. So you have to be very careful, and to lure every traps it's pretty easy, but you have to do it, because if not you will one star a lot. And I'm pretty sure if you played it in the past, you fell into traps one time. So how to do it? You have three possibilities. First one is to use some barbarians. So in my attack strategy, you will have the link in the document after, don't worry also. I use two barbarians. So the first barbarians, I will place it exactly where I place my flame finger, but before. So yes, here I do the zap. Up. So here I will place my flame finger exactly here. So before I put one barbarians in the same spot to lure a possible bomb. So for example, here there is one bomb. So in general, when there is one bomb, you have to be very, very careful, because there will be other traps. Okay? So first thing was these little barbarians. So yes, you can see that my sneaky goblins took another giant bombs. So what I do, I use another sneaky goblins. And you can see that he will take this dark collector and then cross a little bit and lure the traps. So very important. Now I see that there is here one Tesla. So what I do is I put my other barbarians exactly here, exactly around here, to lure other possible Tesla. So it's not necessary to go to try to lure Tesla here, because your flame finger won't take it. It's too far and the king will hit the flame finger before you are able to take this Tesla. So after, what you can do is to use your hog. As you can see, I have one hog in my attack strategy, and it's only to lure the traps for the flame finger. So here I put it exactly here, because I want him to lure every traps around here and here. Because here it can have some Tesla and here some giant bombs that are pretty complicated to lure with barbarians, because he will be killed by this Tesla, and the sneaky will go here and then here. So here he won't be able to lure everything. So that's why I put one hog. And the hog will lure this Scully, so it's perfect. Okay, so let me show you how I attract the Warden. So one Ice Golem, as you can know, don't attract the Warden. One Ice Golem more one Titans, still don't attract the Warden. You can see that he is still on this Wizard Tower. So you have to put a lot of Titans, like I think it's 2 Titans. More than 2 Titans, he will follow, so it's perfect. Also, you can attract the Warden with your Queen. Your Queen attracts easily the Warden, so it's okay for this. So I was not sure to take the Town Hall. So what I did is to freeze the builder. I will show you. Yes. Up. I freeze the builder. And one more time, if you freeze only the hut and not the builder, he will continue to repair. So you need to freeze the builder and not the hut. Remind this, very important. So what you will have? You will have all of this clean with the Warden Walk, all of this clean with the Flame Finger, this clean with the Zap. So here you have a pretty good passing around here to go on this compartment and then into the core. So same process, you put your king in opposite of the Warden, like for example here, with the witches. But there is a lot of defenses, so he won't be able to take the Town Hall. What is possible is just to put one jump to make access to the Town Hall to the Queen. Only the Queen, not the Titans. So what you have to do is to put one jump approximately around this to make access to the Queen. So the Queen will go after killing all of this with the Titans, will go on the right of the compartment to kill this, and then she will come back in the core, because here everything is clean. So she will come back in the core, so the jump around here, and from this little tile she will have access to the Town Hall. So I exactly used my jump here to make sure I don't open this compartment, because if you put the jump like this without checking, the Titans can go to this compartment and they will be hit by the Town Hall. So it's totally unnecessary, because on this compartment you have only the 2 sweeper and the clan castle. But the Queen will have access to this, so you don't have to open this compartment with Wall Breaker and with the jump. You will be able to stay very far from the Town Hall. So it's very important of always moving away from the Town Hall. Remind this.
Okay, question from Agent. How do you deal with bases that have 5 builder hats by the Town Hall to counter the flinger, if you can't zap?
Okay, so in this kind of situation, it's impossible if you can't zap. So what I do is just to use a blimp, like I explained on the teaser base. When you don't have any zap value behind the Town Hall, and when you think that it's a bit complicated to go opposite, you can just do the same plan, but not by using a flame finger and just using a blimp. Because yeah, for sure, more than 3 huts, 3 and more, it's complicated to take the Town Hall, because the builder are stronger than the flame finger splash and the flame finger damage. Okay, so thank you guys for being there. I really appreciate to show you my knowledge about the Zap Titans. And yes, see you soon on my stream or on coaching, or when you want, in esport match maybe. So yes, thank you a lot for being there, and see you soon. Bye bye everyone!